So with Florges banned, yes, I'll call it Florges. Okay, guys. You win. You win. It's not Florges. It's Florges. So with its ban, I could finally bring out this team from Pokeslice, which features an Appleton, which is a guy I've tried to use before, and I've just never really liked the teams that have resulted from it. But I do think that Appleton seems kind of appealing as a special wall, so we're going to try it out. And we're up against young Lilo, actually, in our first game, so this is a very, very good player. What is my Elo even at? 1202? Where are you at? I got this game immediately, and he's 300 Elo higher than me. That's crazy. I'm going to lead with Eel. I will naturally disguise my Rark as the Psimian, as I unfortunately get Mabostiffed immediately. So we will be Volt Switching, and then we will be going into our Zororororororark. And I will be firing off a Sludge Bomb here. Just in case. So the idea here of Sludge Bomb is if this is Terra Fairy, he might go for it here if he's like if he's really greedy. Otherwise, I mean, he might not want to switch into, well, no, he's always going to switch. Why am I saying he might not want to switch? Really, it's a matter of seeing if we can bait the bad play, which would be him going for, I really want to Sludge a second time. I'm going to do that. I feel like me switching Conda here is like way too free. So I'm wrong. I guess I was simply wrong. Now go for a nice Will-O-Wisp. My opponent is, of course, going for the P-Jab, looking for that poison. He does not get it on any of them, which is pretty impressive. He gets it on my Sandaconda, which is really funny. As I will go for Rocks here, as he goes into the Eel. Now I do have Lord Appleton himself. If this is Coil Eel, not the best angle for me. And my opponent is Sub. But I might beat this? Maybe? Not sure. Sub Eel though, so we know Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, he does not have Dragon Tail. Which does help. Like, my honest reaction to this is I am in a better spot than I would be otherwise. And I'll Dragon Tail the very obvious switch there, and I'll go hard in my Zoroark. As we unfortunately go Psimian here, and we do get burned. So I will go for Dark Pulse. I do 100,000 to him. I will Terra, because I'm very greedy. Also, I would assume this is Scarf Mabostiff, but it did way too much damage to Eel, so I'm thinking he's... Like, let me go back up to here. 66 to Eel. My Eel, I believe, is just max HP. I want to run the calc real quick. Because if I could confirm that it's... It might be Scarf on Indeedee. That would make a lot of sense. Band. Eel Ektross. Yeah, that's looking like choice band damage. Which, I mean, frankly, that's fine for me. I'll go into Lord Agent Appleton the third. Go for a nice recover here. I just want to make sure I keep the Appleton at a good amount of health, because I do think that it's going to be key into not losing hard to that guy. So this comes in, and I'm honestly not in a great spot versus it. We know he's Scarf. I think I go into... He should be Gleaming here, right? As he goes for Trick. This is actually good for me, as now it means that I don't have to worry about this going for... Oh, he goes for Hex. Or not Hex, he goes for Wish. I was gonna say, now I don't have to worry about him going for the, what's it called? Words, they're not coming out of my mouth. The, like, Scarfed Psychics, or even Gleams versus my team. So that's really good. As we can go Conda. Continue to not ever get... What's it called? Wake It Up. Which is quite interesting. I'm gonna double to Eel. As he actually goes Mabostiff. Muck being back at full is kind of annoying. I could just sack you always. As he goes for Play Rough. Very interesting play. I'll go Simeon here, I will just U-turn. If he goes for his Terra, then I mean, it's just that, man. But he does not, he goes into Muck instead. I'll go Zoroark, and I will look for some Dark Pulses. My opponent has not Terra'd. Again, that is something worth keeping in mind. I do think Appleton should... Oh, he goes for Terra versus that. Okay. I'll go to Drifblim and Willows. I think we actually lose this game, by the way, which is kind of tough. Well, let's just get... This is right ability, right? Yep, I'm Shedskin. As we get Facaded and die, that's okay. I'm gonna just go for the Will-O-Wisp again here. And then we go Simeon. I might need to go for Defog still versus my opponent. The issue is, if I ever go for Defog, I think we just get, mucked. I'll go for Gunk Shot here. As we do get off our Scarfed Will-O-Wisp. Our Scarfed Will-O-Wisp, very powerful. As they go for the sub here. We still have an out. It's just very hard to win this game, I would say. Oh, that lived a hit? Wow, I didn't think the sub would ever tank. So we do beat that down. There we go. Nice. Oh! Damn. That was a close one. That was hard. I feel like I went quiet at some point there. And I do think I kind of played that a little awkwardly, but we were able to close that out. Not bad. That's a good first game to get. That's a good-ass first game to get. Shoutouts, Appleton. He just kind of sat in front of my opponent's team and said, hey, what you gonna do? You can't break the apple. The apple pie. Too sweet. Too scrumptious. So, this game, unfortunately, we're facing webs with a Lurantis. I hate not having Quillfish in matchups like this, because I feel like I should just be allowed to punish my opponent for bringing Sticky Web versus me. My opponent leads Raichu, of course. They're just that nice of a user. I'll go Eel. I guess the nice thing is they go Lurantis, I can still defog, and it's not the end of the world. So they Volt Switch. I do wonder if he's going to be choiced. I need to take all that investment out and make this modest. We see no item. PU choice? Well, if he's choiced, he's not Specs. I have no clue what to do versus this. Like, he went into it with absolutely no thought. I could be Flamethrower, and he doesn't care. So I'll go Appleton. If he Terras, I'm fine with that. I guess. This is a very odd play. This is a very odd Lurantis in. I'd love for them to go Ops and get Dragon-tailed out, though. That'd be really good for me, just in case it is Sash. As they go into the Dockspun instead, which, I mean, kind of fair play from them. I'm gonna go Sandaconda in response. And the ideal from here is they throw off a play rough. Wish is fine as well. I'll go for rocks. If they go Lurantis, it's fine. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Any way I think I'll play it from here. If they go Ops, I'll go Blim. I'll probably just Will-O-Wisp, because if they go Lurantis, I do want to punish. Yeah, so this is the idea. They go into this mon, and I just immediately go Drifblim, and I can Will-O-Wisp. If they go Raichu, then it's really whatever for me. As yeah, now we get the Will-O-Wisp. Sticky Web are annoying, yes, but they're not a game breaker for me. It's mostly just a matter of, from here, limiting their ability to be useful for my opponent. So, I like Willow here because if he goes, what the hell kind of play is that? That is an insane switch. And you know why it's insane? Because it does absolutely nothing for my opponent. As he roars at the Simian. I'll Gong Shot here, very greedy from me. I will say this is very greedy from me. Oh wait, why'd I Gunk Shot? I forgot he had the defense boost. Oh, I'm trash. My bad. No, it's actually really good for me. Think about it like this, right? We make him think he's safe. I Gunk Shot him because I forgot he didn't have the defense boost. I am trash for that, man. I saw Gunk Shot versus this, I was like, oh, that's a free KO. No sirree, it is not. Lurantis comes back in, I will always go to the Apple. It's very interesting that he switched out his Lurantis from Appleton into the Doxman immediately. I guess I could go for Leech Seed, see if he does it again. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a stack. It wouldn't shock me if Appleton 1v1's Doxman. The Mon is really weak. And so, I don't know if he can actually break my Apple. He saw me Dragon Tail last time. I would assume you'd just expect that again. Lurantis is heavy-duty boots, we do have that confirmed, so we know we don't have to be worried about some, like, random specs. So he goes for his Defog. Okay. So he's pretty content to play the game without Sticky Web, I guess? I'll Dragon Tail now. Now I'll Leech Seed again. You know what? No. Dragon Tail. Because I don't care if this Doxman comes in 20 more times. Right, so getting the hit off on that would have been really good. Sadly, the game did not want me to have that happen. As he goes Raichu, so I Defog. I see Volt Switch, so I'm going to assume he's not Terra Fairy Draining Kiss. If he is, then that's pretty bad for me. But I think we should be okay. I'd love to go into my Conda here, but I think we just always go Appleton. I mean, do you have, what's it called? Poison Point? Or not Poison Point, Poison Jab? Otherwise, Appleton just sits in front of you. I guess he could Toxic, that wouldn't be very good. He is Poison Jab, okay. I mean, I don't think you're double stabs. And yeah, again, we're getting that real bad Shed Skin luck. You have no idea how hard I want to go Psimian right now. Are we just gonna always defog? That is so strange. We're just always gonna play hard Lurantis into Sandaconda instead of trying to get your webs up. I mean, that's fine for me. Get the Leech on this, he's probably gonna hard switch. As I get Zoroark brought in, you think he knows? You think my opponent's good enough to know? Or do you think... Okay. They might have expected something because they switched, but I'm not convinced that they actually were paying attention. I'm gonna go right back into you. I can always Will-O-Wisp here because they go Doxbun. I already have that, what's it called? Paralyzed. So we get off a Will-O-Wisp on Raichu, that's nice because we just keep forcing it to take damage. As they go for Surf there. I'll Apple Acid this time. As they do 1,000,000 to this, that is beautiful damage. Beautiful, beautiful damage. Now we'll go for my rest. Unfortunately, I do not wake up So they're gonna get their Quillfish all the way back to full. Yeah, wow. Well, you know, I thought I played well. Unfortunately, Shedskin this live is not doing too well for me. Again, I just kind of have to ignore that and keep playing for my Stealth Rock. I don't feel like Stealth Rock helps that much. What am I, like, weakening? Why is this Terra Water? Get out of my sight. Hello? What is this awful, awful set? Intimidate, Terra Water, Dual Stabs, or USD, Quillfish? Under no circumstances is this a logical play. I want everyone to understand that. This is a bad play from my opponent. Like, that is a very, very bad play. And it's a bad play because there's just no reason to waste your Terra with Quill if you're not going to one-shot. Like, you weaken Sandaconda, that really doesn't matter. I don't need Conda. Yeah, I don't care how many times this comes in, I can Hex you. And we do 500 that. They tried to body press a Drifblim. You see, this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, that mod was never a switch-in. This, I guess, has Ice Punch. I'm gonna try to get a Will-O-Wisp, as we do manage to get one off safely. Now I'll live the next hit. And yep, you have been sapped. Tell me how it feels. Now, I'll sap the Raichu, too. That's still... Hey, that's still all the recovery I need. He reveals Discharge, interestingly enough. And now I can Dragon Tail the rest of the game very, very safely. That's very cool. Wait, look at all the damage I already racked up. Oh, it's gorgeous. I think we just sack Sand at this point. Then go into my Passimian here. And I will click U-turn. Now it goes Zoroark, but I will double into Drifblim because I'm scared. This is Fimp. So my opponent decides they don't need to first impression the Zoroark. Which is fine, because I think we just win with Drifblim at this point anyway. But it was a very strange play from them. I think I would have always... They could have just not had it. I shouldn't expect them to have first impression. This is an interesting Quillfish. So he had Crunch as well. Okay. I'll Terra just so he can't hit me super effectively. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Nice body bag. Nice body bag. Nice 5-0. That was a wonderful Drifblim showcase. And Appleton was pretty useful as well that game. Able to just Dragon Tail shuffle. Now we're facing... Jolteon stall? Bombardier stall? Something like that. This is a Passimian game, though, if I've ever seen one. I just have to get a knock on Hat and Conda, frankly. Once I get my knock going, this is really nice. This is also, like, one of the best prototypical, like, Zoroark Passimian core showcase games, where you've got the Conda on the other team that always is going to want to switch into this Passimian, but risks constantly being obliterated. As I'm here to tell you, if I ever get a hit versus that Sandaconda with my Zoroark, Passimian is probably winning the game from there. Not a guarantee, of course, but it looks really good. I'm gonna lead with, yeah, like Bombardier's their lead, so I'm gonna lead Conda and just hope to... God, what do I even lead versus I guess probably Eel, actually. Yeah, so they lead off of Bombardier. I will always just Discharge here, but I'm here to tell you right now, this mod is going to be an insane problem for me. I want to check. Bombardier. Choice user. Sure, that's banned. So that's Scarf Bombardier. Which is, like I said, I'm here to tell you, that's really annoying for me. He goes for Calm Mind. I will Dragon Tail you right on out, sir. Now I'll go for Volt Switch versus the Hat. So, I mean, this mod isn't ever winning the game, I don't think. I won't say that. There's a world where it does. That is such a weird play. What? Huh? We switch back in to do this? Excuse me? Okay, I Dragon Tailed here. Let's see what he goes to. I'd go Chansey. I'd go Chansey and I'd get Dragon Tailed immediately. Beautiful. Let's see if it happens. They go ball. Actually, that makes sense, in particular Giga Drain. I won't laugh. I'm gonna just stay in and keep Giga Draining. I really want to discharge here. But if I get that wrong, it's like so bad. Yeah, I don't want to get that kind of play wrong. That one's like crucial. But getting a crit is really nice. And we've already gotten a ton of chip on Bombardier too. I just have to be able to keep forcing more damage on it. And I'm here to tell you right now, this Hatchrim does not move me. Oh, that's not what I want to see. The Calm Mind would nuzzle. Ooh. Stinky set. Stinky, stinky. And I will always let Bombardier come back in. When my opponent wastes their Terra to turn into a fighting type, I love to see that. That is incredible for me. That is like actually incredible for me. Y'all have no idea how happy I am to see that Mon waste Terra. And I have Dragon Tail on you still. This is not, I will say, they wasted Terra. This is still not a guaranteed win game or anything. This is still a very difficult one to win. But I think we have a good shot now that Terra's been used. Unfortunately, my opponent is getting an incredible amount of luck with their full paras. Obviously, I'm always going to EQ the hat. Like, I'm going to go for 2. Getting rid of Hatchrim makes me think I've got the game in a good spot. But, we'll see. I feel like their whole team is Calm Mind, man. They got Calm Mind this, Calm Mind that, Calm Mind this, Calm Mind this. Yo! Why was I right? Why was I right? Okay. Well, my opponent, like I said, still getting a lot of luck here. Fortunately, we do have the, KO now. Can we please hit some moves? Can we please hit some moves? I did get rocks up this game, though. I do need to do that. Oh, no. Don't wish pass. Oh, they wish passed it a Bombardier? Oh, that's so bad. I should have Dragon Tailed. That was a bad play from me. Oh, no. Brave Bird kills me. Hold on. Teehee. I'm getting Stealth Rock up, because if I don't have Stealth Rock, I lose this game 100% of the time. I need rocks to minimize Bombardier. And I still have my Terra. Like, that is something that I got in the back still. And I rest and I get the first turn Wake for once. Yes! Sandaconda, coming up clutch when it matters most. I'm in an okay spot, but it's still tricky. It's still very tricky. You do not need to be unparalyzed. I'm here to tell you right now. You do not need to be unparalyzed. Look at that Apple Acid. Oh my god. Man. Thought I'd get some full paras luck there. Ooh, wait, Bombardier's dead now. Well, that's wonderful. Look at that. Look at that. Appletun has popped off this live, man. Just enough damage on the Bombardier there so it wouldn't ever be able to come back in. The game plan from here would probably be to sack, I guess probably just go Conda. Force this to KO itself, if anything. Because with Vapo paralyzed and also Appleton to always match it, I think I would be safe there. Chansey's never winning the game. And I have Terra fighting CC Passimian, like, ready the instant the Bombardier goes down to be able to win. I think that's going to be it for me this live. I hope y'all enjoyed this. We got some intense games. Let's get shouts, Pokeslice for the team. I decided this was a great time to use it, like I said earlier, man. Florges is gone. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not using this team as long as Florges exists. Absolutely no fair resist. Oof. Yep. Hope y'all enjoyed this, and hope y'all are having a great time today. I'll catch you next time. Peace.